I would like to thank Kazmaier for my Starcraft 2 beta key. Thank you, Kazmaier. Oh, and Matt when he let me play on his account. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be a match between Terran and Protoss. I'm Terran. I just switched to Terran because I like Terran better than Protoss. Even though I really like Protoss units like the Immortal, that thing is fucking awesome. But I'm down for Marines and tanks and all that stuff. Against Protoss, I've been going. I usually do like a Reaper harass, and then I go to do a mostly like Marine infantry type of push. So this bastard has his little probe in here, which I find very annoying, but I don't really care. He's not really checking out anything vital right now. It's not like right now he's gonna get a huge idea of what my strategy is gonna be, but you want to get him out there as fast as you can, and never lose one of your own workers to one of his little workers. I mean, that's like super noob. Alright, so I blocked off my entrance, so he can't get out, so that probe's gonna die eventually. And, you know, the Z-Lot rush isn't gonna really work, because I have it blocked off. So, you know, Marines can do a lot of damage if they're untouched while people are trying to push through. Another thing that I do, which I don't really see a lot of people see, is when I see, like, a rush coming through, and I know that he's gonna be able to break this my block, is that I grab a handful of SCVs and I pull them over and I have them start repairing. And I don't know if it works the same as it does in like the other RTS Blizzard games that I've been playing, but it seems to help a little bit at least. And then I send my SCV over here to scout because I'm such a noob. I don't know this map yet. I'm like, oh yeah, this is just one map that has two spawning points, one right across adjacent to each other of the map. So this guy's going dual gateway, Protoss, and you know, I think if Protoss keeps going gateway and I keep on going Marines and Marauders with some like medevac, like later on, on this close of a map, if I can just keep on pumping and pushing, I don't think he's gonna really be able to win, because he really needs to get the higher tech, the high Templars with the Psy Storm, to really mess up the Marines, because the Marines, I think they just start doing too much damage with the stim packs and the heal, and the Marauders, which you can slow. You can slow their hit slows, so you can really kite people really bad with the Marauder and Marine, because you can, their range, they get hit, they walk back, they hit, walk back, and I think I do some of that here. So you know, I'm still a noob, really, because I try to call down the mule as much as possible. The mule for Starcraft, for Terran in Starcraft 2, for every 50 energy you have on your command center, you get to call down a mule, which pulls in minerals, like an extra free SCV just for energy, or you get to do extra supplies, which you really only use if you're messing up. You know, it adds to your PSI count, so you can build more, but like, you can do that on your own. You don't need, that's not really a great benefit, only if you're like, if someone comes in, I can see where it would be good if someone comes in and oh well, Z-Lots came, they came, and look, at that time I only had one Marauder and two Marines, and that pack of Z-Lots weren't going to be able to break that. That's how good that block is. But anyway, the command center gets extra supplies, which, like I said, you only need if you're messing up, or if someone comes in and destroys your supply depots. You know, if you let them do that, and then I guess in a pinch you could use that, but I think that's the least powerful skill of the command center. And then there's scanner sweep, which obviously reveals like fog of war stuff, or invisible units, which is obviously a pain to deal with, so I do. Okay, so here I got my Reapers, and I upgraded the speed boost. And these guys fly, dude. They're so fast, and they can just move around the terrain so easily. I love these guys. I hope they don't get nerfed, because they're super fragile. They're just really good offensively. But defensively, you know, you can just wreck them. So I come over here, and like this doesn't have a good ledge. It only has 2 spots where I can jump. So I get up right before this photon cannon comes up, and I notice that he sees me. So I was gonna take out his main, but what I was gonna do instead is just gonna take out SCVs as much as possible, or probes. Because otherwise I would have been taking out his main, but of course he saw me, so here I'm just going to kill as much probes as possible. Like, I don't really care if my Reapers die, they were cheap, they did their job, and I killed a lot of, you know, I did a lot of economic damage. So, I definitely gave him a little speed bump to go over. And then here, you know, he didn't chase me. Why? Because, like, he was afraid of me jumping back in and, you know, hurting him. So I just killed this pylon right here and skedaddle. Yeah. I mean, that is super annoying, but you know, that's something that he could have dealt with better if he protected himself better. He had a proton cannon coming up, and then I guess he canceled it or something. But he could have scouted better, and you know. Oh, here I come in. Oh fuck! And then I leave because see, look at that. This is so awesome, dude. I love this quick. That's why I love Terran. They can have this quick element to them, but at the same time they got really beefy units like tanks. And these guys, Marauders, are super beefy for what they are. I mean, they're just like super Marines, you know. They're so I like that. And then the sick thing about these Marauders is that when they hit their little missile, it slows. So it really gets to be a pain when you're trying to run away from Marauders and stimmed Marines. Now this guy has a semi-decent army, but he doesn't have charge upgrade, so I'm going to be able to kite this guy so bad. Without charge for his Zealots to come in, and I have the slow from the Marauders, he's not really going to be able to win unless he, you know, he doesn't have blink either, so he's forced to walk against me, and that's not good against Marauders. So you'll see how it works. And I didn't even know they're so fast they got in front of my army, so oh well. But as you see, I can just pick things off if they try to get in a bad battle like that. That's no good. He puts the barrier up, which reduces my range damage, but it really doesn't matter because I'm going to be doing damage to him, and he's not. So who cares how small my damage is if he's not hurting me at all? And I just backed off because I didn't want to fight uphill. I wanted him to go back and let me up. So that was the thing. That was the thing there. And on this, you know, I keep on pumping out stuff as I'm pushing in and fighting. You can't get caught, because if I lose this, I'm screwed. But if I keep pumping, I might be able to come back. See, this is where it really gets tough for this guy, because he puts that barrier up, but like I said, he's barely hurting me. You know, that barrier, that's not going to do anything against range. That's not going to help him. Actually, it's going to make his Zealots have to run away from him. You know, he was just probably panicking and not sure what to do about it. But yeah, this is my favorite build against Protoss so far. But like, see how this Zealot rarely gets any hits off. And then here I don't have to kite anymore because he has no choice. He can't do anything. He can't fight me or anything. He has to leave the game. I don't know. But that is about it. I really like this build a lot. Especially on a better map where there's better ledges to jump off. Like, you know, I can't jump up these or over here. Like over here. So, the Reapers could have done way more damage. They could have snuck all the way behind the map and messed up so much more. And he calls it quits. So, but that was fun.